Greetings and salutations, my artsy friends. How is everyone today? Oh, let's get a little light on the subject. All right. Everybody make sure you have a big drink. Good morning, Debbie. How are you today? This is so good. It's peach and raspberry hint. I just love it. Okay. Well. I am ready to start our last pop-in paint party before the Christmas holiday. So I thought we would do something very Christmassy. And so I asked everybody to print off their Sweet Christmas Wishes art printable onto copy paper. And all we're going to use is this little flower. So let's cut that out. There we go. We're going to be painting this. And so let's see, what can I tell you? So I can tell you all about the poinsettia. So I thought that, good morning, Gretchen. How are you today? I want to talk to you about the poinsettia. I am just mad for poinsettias. As you know, I draw a new one every year. Sometimes I draw more than one. I'm just mad for them. They're such a beautiful flower. I took the picture that's on my social media this morning. I took when Jeff and his mom and I went to the Carlsbad flower fields. In the spring, they have fields and fields and fields of ranunculus. Oh my gosh, it's just a smorgasbord of color. But then they have other areas that you can walk around, and one area is this giant tent, and it's filled with all kinds of poinsettias. Like ones with curly leaves and ones in like every color, like stark white, ivory, a little bit gold, a little bit pink, a little bit peach, and then like all the shades of red, and some of them are variegated. I think that's the one that I posted this morning. It's just amazing. So I wanted to tell you about, I took 1,000 photos. You know I did. You know I did. Of all those different poinsettias, of all the ranunculus that were just, oh my gosh, so beautiful. Anyway, I wanted to talk to you a couple things. So, The Legend of the Poinsettia, this is by Tommy DePaula, who's an amazing children's author who just passed not very long ago. He wrote all of the Stella Nona stories. Anyway, this one is all about the story of the poinsettia. And the poinsettias bloom in Mexico in the winter. So number one, that makes them a unique flower. Number two, there's folklore, certainly, and this story certainly talks about this poor child that didn't have anything to, don't you, I just love it. I love all of Tommy DePaula. You know what, I love Tommy DePaula's, I love his illustrations. I love his storytelling. And this is absolutely no different. I just love this story. I just love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Look at so be looking at the colors to kind of inspire you today. I love how all of the colors are represented in here. Do you see he has a pinwheel, but it looks like a poinsettia? I love that. So beautiful, so beautiful, so beautiful. And they have altars. When my daughter, who is now my son, was in catechism, I believe it was in like maybe 2nd or 3rd grade, in catechism, they had a La Posada, and it was the most beautiful thing to behold. And since then, I've like watched lots of posadas and, looked at pictures of done lots of research. So La Posada, in a nutshell, is where a group walks through neighborhoods and they're singing at each door and asking for a place to stay, like Mary and Joseph. And oftentimes somebody's dressed up like Mary and somebody's dressed up like Joseph. And then at the very end, there a big vibrant party happens, and there's a piñata, and there's a special hot drink that's made of fruits, I think, and now I don't remember the name of that, but anyway, and each area in Mexico has different traditions that go with the La Posada. So I just think, oh, look at these gorgeous poinsettias. Oh my gosh. And it's often called the Christmas star, and that it used to be known as a weed, but now you can buy them at Costco, which I think is kind of a funny thing. But anyway, here we go. So, I want to do my stripes, because I do have some ideas about that. I know, don't you? I just love every single thing about I just love every single thing about that story and all of his stories. So I have 4 colors to finish opening today, and then and we'll get those colors activated. Let's see, 21, where are we gonna be? What's it gonna be? Oh, look at that. Isn't that something? It's kind of a purpley, it's a color changer, to be sure. Kind of a blue and purple. That's pretty. 22, let's see what we got there. Oh, look at this green. Isn't that something? So we have more of a matte color here. 23. Good morning, Tam. Oh, look at this blue. You guys, look at that. Isn't that something? Very sparkly. And then this one, 24. Ooh, golden. All right. So I'm going to put some water on these to get that activated and started. Just a drop on each one. It's a big drop, but it's a drop. Okay, so while we're waiting for that to start kind of working its magic, I want to do mail call. So I've gotten lots of beautiful cards. Look at this. I got this from my friend Lucinda, and she wrote the most heartfelt, lovely note. Oh. Well, Tam, I won't tell you then that it's supposed to be 70 degrees here on Christmas Day. Crazy, right? I know. My parents, the blizzard is happening, I think today. Oh, no, tomorrow. They're supposed to get the blizzard. Keels, have you guys gotten it? It's just, oh my gosh, I just love this. I just love this. So that's Lucinda, and this is from one of my team members, Donna, and she does the most beautiful work. Look at like so many details. So many details. So number one, her Copic coloring is, I know, Tam, seriously. Her Copic coloring is second to none. But then she also, she cut this with a die cut, so it matches perfectly, right, in this mat, right? And then she did some little doodads in the corner. Wait till you see the inside. I'm not kidding around. Look at it. So she's got a poinsettia here behind and here. I'm telling you. I can't tell you how many times I've looked at it, looked at it, looked at it, looked at it, looked at it. Oh, you do, Debbie? Oh, yikes. Yeah, my sister lives in Billings, Montana, and there's like my dad was telling me like their temperature dropped like 27 degrees or something in a day. It was crazy. And hey, look who this beautiful family is. This is Keely Bowley's family. So nice. Thank you, Keels. I just love the ones with pictures. I just don't know I haven't sent anything yet. They might be New Year's cards now. We've just been so topsy-turvy. And then I got this one from Cecilia Fernandez. Do you remember her? Tammy, she went to Frida with us. So let's see if that water has started to work its magic yet. I bet you it has. So let's get our brush wet. Let's take that first. Oh man, it's so pretty. Look at it. Just take that moment to really work that water into. Look at that. It's so beautiful. I went yesterday and there was nothing in it, Deb, but I promise I'll keep checking. I will keep checking. Cecilia's was the last one that was in there, and that was like 2 days ago. Oh my gosh, I was talking to my niece, my sister, who live in Billings, and my niece just had her third baby. Like, that baby is just a month old, and no kidding. So she has a 4-year-old, a 2-year-old, and a 1-month-old. And so Charlie May, who's the 2-year-old, and Maya Grace, who is the baby, both tested positive for RSV yesterday. So it has been a crazy, I'm telling you. Oh, Deb, and you sent it USPS? Weird. I haven't gotten anything. I will look again today. Okay, let's see. I'm doing a second color. Hi, Monica. How are you? Ooh, look at this color. I think I might use this. Oops, I just stuck my hand in this paint. I'm digging this color. Okay, because if it was in a box, then I would have gotten a little paper. Oh, you guys, I'm loving that color. I hope you're painting your stripes. And I hope you're on the search for your composition book, for your art journal for 2023. Hey, Lori, how are you? Oh my goodness. How are you, my friend? Oh my gosh, you guys, this blue. Ugh! It's so pretty. Let's see. Keels, did you swatch the whole thing yet? Or are you doing it day at a time? Oh, good for you. Oh, Monica, where do you live? That you're waiting for the... Oh my gosh, this is so pretty because it's blues and purples. It's a color changer. Ohio. You guys probably are getting it, aren't you? Keels, how about you? When are you supposed to be getting it? The big, or did you already? Is it headed your way? It's just crazy, isn't it? It's just crazy. I feel awful because my friend Shelly, do you remember I told you she was staying here? Her father passed a couple days ago, and I just thought, oh, what a icky. I mean, it's never a good time, that's for sure. But what a hard time, you know? So, Monica, these paints are by my friend Myrthe. Here we go. Watercolors by Myrthe. Myrthe. And she makes handmade watercolors. And at Christmas time, she has a watercolor advent calendar. And that's what I'm using. That's what I'm painting with. Her stuff is so, oh my gosh. Her paints are so gorgeous. It looks like I need to work a little on that one. Okay. Now we have one left. This kind of bronzy, I'm telling you, as soon as I see it, I will post so that everybody wouldn't that be fun? We could all paint with them together. So fun. And this is the 24th, and look at it. It's just like, almost like rose gold. It's so beautiful. Okay, I'm going to turn it. Oops. And do this last stripe. So then who knows what I know. Aren't you? Aren't you amazed, Keels? The colors are just tremendous. And she has new ones coming out all the time. And if you are wanting to just try her out, she is in the Netherlands, so you're going to have to pay a lot in shipping. But you know what? For me, it's totally worth it to get a package in the mail that says that it's from the Netherlands. How cool is that? Anyway, she sells dot cards of her colors, and so So let's dry these so we can move on to our next thing. Hey, Aunt Myrrhe, did you see Sienna's girls both tested positive for RSV? So if you could put them in your thoughts and prayers, we would absolutely appreciate that. It has been a crazy year for our family. That is for sure. I want to dry these so that I can turn my page so we can make today's page. But I knew I wanted to finish this before we bid each other adieu and wish each other happy holidays. Everybody take a drink. That RSV is scary stuff. I know. So I guess they were able to go home. They didn't have to be admitted. And I go, you know what? Christmas can be any day. Christmas doesn't have to be on the 25th. Christmas can be any day. Hey, Sue, how are you? I'm trying to get the big drops dry. I think you know what, my hands are so dirty already. I don't know what I'm tapping off or what. I don't know. Okay, so let's put something in between those pages. I just have this Bible mat. I'll just put that there. Now, let's find a blank page for today's project. Well, it could go on the other side of this, but stuff. Well, I want a page that's glued together because I'm going to be doing some painting and clean that up, wipe up this color. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. It's going to take us a while, so just know that we're going to start it today, but it'll be something fun for us to work on over the next week or so. So we're going to take a compass or whatever you have. If you have bottle caps or little cups or whatever you have, right? And we're just going to start with a center circle. Because remember what we're going to, and I'm just going to draw a circle. And it doesn't have to be dark. I mean, I'll do it a little darker than I normally would so that you guys can see. But for the most part, it doesn't have to be. I'm going to move out a little bit. I'm going to go right in that same. And we're just going to make a poinsettia mandala. A Christmassy mandala. And I am thinking I want mine to be Tommy DePaula colors. I'm really feeling like I love that combination of, so you know, opposite of on the color wheel, red is green. So I'm thinking I want to do like a deep bright red in the very center with my poinsettia, but then I'm really feeling like I want to do that aqua. So I'm feeling like this aqua Shut it. It's going to be perfect. So that's kind of where I'm going. So just think about where you want to go with your mandala. Remember, we've done something similar to this earlier this year. Do a couple more. So we did, where's the one we did earlier? There we go. Here's the one we did earlier this year, right? We did this on National Dot Day, 9/15/2022. So we can do something similar to this. We can make it whatever we want, right? So, there we go. So I want to just keep adding circles, but I think I want to, I want to come in and add some smaller ones, like some skinnier ones. Kind of digging that. That skinniest one. Whoops. So now I'm starting to kind of fiddle around with my idea. So I know I want to paint this nice bright reds. And how am I doing on time? Yikes. Oh, I have lots of time. Okay, everybody take a big drink. Okay, so I'm going to paint my poinsettia and set that aside first. Bring my big paints over here. Look at my reds. I think I want to go with like number 3 and then maybe 73. You can tell this is the one I use the most. This is number 3 and this is number 73. Maybe even a little bit of that one. So let's clean our brush, tap it off. And then let's work that water into that paint pan. So I did not prime my page in any way. There's no watercolor ground, nothing like that. So I'm just going to come in with this bold red. Oh my gosh, I wanted to talk to everybody about, so yesterday I got a text message from Keely and she was talking about how she had just started to read A Wish for Winter, which is the newest Viola Shipman book. So, and I was like, me too. That I had just started it too. Viola Shipman is very easy to read and very just heartwarming, just lovely. Anyway, so I was telling my mom, I go, hey, Keely says we need to have a Viola Shipman road trip to Petoskey, because that's where the story takes place, in Petoskey, Michigan, and Chicago, which is ironic, isn't it, Keels? Anyway, and my mom goes, I just started it too, so now I got to get to my sister so we can all be reading it at the same time. It is the new one. Don't tell us then. Don't tell us. What did you think about him as an author, Keels? Or Tammy? Remembering that Keely and I love him. Don't let that influence you, though. Okay, so that's nice and bright. I think I want to do a really bright yellow center. So let's do this kind of a golden yellow here. It's just kind of there, and I wonder what's going to happen if I just try and dry it like this. Will it flatten itself out? What will happen? Oops. Oh, that one is so good. It was really good too, Tam. I think you'll like it. So I hope that you're starting to think about your mandala and where you want to go with it, what you're kind of thinking. Color-wise, like I said, I want to stick with the Tommy DePaola, his color palette. But you do you. Whatever kind of makes you happy. I think I was thinking about where I want to go with journaling, and I think I certainly want to do the words Feliz Navidad and Posada and Poinsettia. I just don't know exactly how I want to do that just yet. So I'm going to fussy cut this, but I might still paint on it a little bit more. I'll just fussy cut this. Go. So the question every week I ask a question in my Stitch the States Facebook group. So yesterday's question was, what is your favorite Christmas cookie? So you can share it here or you can share it in that group. I hope that you're all part of that group. It's just a fun place to hang every Wednesday. But remember, I'm taking all of next week off. Stop it. Okay. So now I need to think about where I want to go. Gingerbread. See, I love all of the cookies that have those warm spices like that. I like a Lebkuchen. That was one that we always made growing up. So it's kind of a spice cookie with like a lemony glaze. Oh my gosh, so delicious. And frosted sugar cookies. Those are my favorites. Anybody else? I think I want to bring Tommy's book down again and look at his colors. I'm really feeling like I want to do this turquoise and that yellow. What's almost like an aqua, isn't it? So I want to... I think that's a great idea. Ooh, Russian tea cakes. Those are delicious, aren't they? They're so crumbly. The Edge of Summer, that was a really good one too, Keels. Yes, I want to go the whole western coast of Michigan. I want to go up to Leland. I want to, That's so funny, Keels. I know. I remember, do you remember like in the 80s, there were those ones that people made with Andes mints. It was almost like a brownie, and then they put a layer of Andes mints and then a little bit more brownie on top. Those are quite delicious, but I don't know that, do people make those anymore? I don't know. I think I probably have a recipe for them somewhere. I think I'm going to go with this. Look at this. Use my new colors. Get in there. Really work that color. Work that water into that color. A little bit more. And let's do that first. Yes. I love that. And you know what's so funny? My sister and I do it every time we're home. Look for Petoskey stones. Well, and you know, Michigan, they're so, Michigan is so known for its lake stones, lake rocks. And we are a rock-loving family. We are. Oftentimes that's what we like to bring home from a vacation. Rocks. I think I want to mix a little bit of mint chocolate. I know that's such a yummy combination, isn't it? I think I want to put some of that other yellow. The one that I used for the center, I think I want to add some of that. Yep. That's kind of making me happy. Rocks and I know, swear. Swear. Anything like that. Any acorns and pine cones and, you know, all that stuff. Heart attack bars. Is that something different, or is that what you're talking about? Is that what... Tell me what a heart attack bar is. Those Andes Mints ones? God, those are so good. They're so good. I think I'm going to kind of gauge where my... Oh, I'm liking that. But I think I want to do some white gel in the middle of this. So that's so funny, Deb. The Magnificent Seven, the friend group, we collect sand, and we got the idea from our friend Carolyn, who has a spice rack, and it's filled, each little jar is filled with sand from different places, and then she's labeled them. Oh, it's lovely. You want to hear a funny story about that, Michelle? I chose the word focus. So I did the Allie Edwards one little word thing for years and years and years. And I was looking back and noticed that I had chosen the word focus like 4 times in 12 years. What does that tell you? I have a focus problem. Now it's been, gosh, maybe 15 years since we've been doing it. I don't know. I have to go back and look. Yeah, what's your word, Michelle? I still haven't chosen mine. I'm still kind of waffling between a couple. Anybody else choose their word? Anyone? I'm going to dry that. And then I think I might want to do some pen work and then start painting some other colors. Stand up and stand out. Oh, Michelle. Shut it. That is a good one. That is so good. Effort. Yeah, you know what? It's so funny because don't you almost always pick a verb? Don't you almost always pick something to do? Yes, yes. Effort. That's a good one too. Last year's was plan, and it did bode me well. Cozy. I love that one too, Tam. I love that one too. I always think that it's so fascinating what we choose and like where we go with it. You know what I mean? That's always kind of fascinating to me. I think I want to choose. I have this yellowy orange that I think I want as my next layer. Look at that. Isn't it pretty? And you know, I'm not too I know. Declutter just has a big fat negative connotation on it though, doesn't it, Deb? I mean, I could certainly declutter. Yeah, you know what? It usually just comes to me. Like one day, it just kind of comes to me. So I'm hoping that's what happens. I've had so much cuckoo in my life lately that I'm hoping that I just get some quiet moments here and there and that it'll just come to me. Oh, so pretty. Everybody take a drink. There you go. Simplify. It does like sound nicer, doesn't it? It does sound nicer. I think that's good. I think that's so good, Tam. Yes, I agree. Yes, because my mind gets cluttered too. That's so funny. I was just talking to somebody about that. That I have to go through the physical act of like writing it all out for me to, like I need to get it all out of my head. That's why like the morning pages, remember we've talked about those from the Artist's Way. The morning pages are very helpful to me because it just gets it all out of my head because sometimes it's a mess up there. I'm thinking, let's go bluish. No, let's go greenish. So let's go work that water into this turquoisey aqua kind of color. Vertical, what does that mean? Like 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 vertical, up and down vertical? Thanks, Deb. Yes, you did, Tam. You did. I know, and I love that we can just support each other in whatever our growth is. Because you're going to grow. If you're part of this group, at least, I think. If you're part of this community, then you're going to grow, right? We're all people who are growing and changing and learning, and I think that's all. You know what? I think I want to try and add a little bit of this kind of aqua to the aqua. That, oh, look at that. Oh, I'm loving that. That's pretty. I knew I wanted to incorporate that color in here. And who knows, I might do more, but for real. Yeah, and Merry Christmas, Peggy. Yeah, you know what? So, my plan is, for us to incorporate our word throughout the year in our art journal. And I do physical manifestations of my word. There's a girl named Colleen, ATTA. Anyway, I will put a link. Anyway, I get, she sends, you can order an acrylic version of your word. And she does little ones and she does big ones. I order them. And she sends all these funky things inside of when you get your word. She writes you a note that's just lovely. I will show you. This is the note. Look, this is the note that I got. I think it was last year. She made beautiful plans. Yes, because last year was my plan, was my word plan. For adventure and exploration, for flowers and music in her days, and heart. How could I throw this away? I just have it on the wall, just, to remind me that life can be lovely. That's for sure. All right, now I think I want to go kind of a bluish. I'm kind of thinking. So let's go kind of a turquoise. Anyway, I do that. I think I got a key ring last year that had the word on it. There's another girl named Sela Designs. She does I don't know what you call it, but she like burns your word into a look. She has keychains and she does all kinds of things. I got a pop socket for my mom for Christmas last year that had a note that my grandmother had written her, and oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Anyway, I incorporate it in my art a little bit, but next year I really want us to revisit it, I think that will be good for all of us. So begin to think about your word, and like I said, get your composition book. And I put some things to remind you, things to start to get us ready for 2023 in last week's newsletter, and I'll have more in tomorrow's newsletter. Oh, I'm loving it. I'm loving it so much, you guys. Look at how pretty it's going to be. Stop it. Okay, everybody take a drink. So I can do purple, then let's do pink, and then let's do red. That's what I'm kind of thinking. Peggy, we were just talking about you and Keely and my little Viola Shipman road trip. So we were talking about wish for Christmas. Oh, excuse me. A wish for winter. And you had talked about black cake. What is that all about? What's that story about? So I'm just looking at the cover here, and I'm feeling like I want to do like this kind of a periwinkle in the background. I'm feeling like that. But do you see this pink? I'm kind of digging that. That purpley periwinkle is so pretty. So pretty. Okay. So look at that. So pretty. What colors are you painting your mandala circles this morning? Ooh, so what did you get, Michelle? I'm dying to know. We'll all live, oh, pretty keels. I'm always, we will all live vicariously through you, Michelle. What colors did you get? And her stuff comes, and the presentation is so beautiful, isn't it, Keely? You just feel so special when you get it. Oh, I have the rainbow set too. So what cards did you get? What dot cards did you get? I'm telling you, those her dot cards contain a lot of color. A lot of color. I get dot cards kind of a lot. Ooh, Peg. I love that. I know. So it's so funny you bring up Harry and Meghan. My mother-in-law, you know, British. She like has this really visceral reaction to Meghan. And I go, but you don't know. I mean, you know, all we know, it's not like they're our close personal friends. I go, I don't really have an opinion one way or another because what do I know? Yeah, so now I want to read that one too. Everybody take a drink. I have so many. So I want to do my pink next and then that little bit of red. And then I really want to start to do like some pen work on top. And some mark making, you know. That's kind of how I'm feeling. And I want my pink to be kind of I'm looking at this and it's kind of pinkish orange. Do you know what I mean? Like way more pink, but there's a little bit of orange in there too. Ooh, there you go. There you go, Tam. There you go. That's right, because we do only have the first half chosen, don't we? I think I'm going to end up mixing some pink and orange to kind of get where I want to go. So I'm just going to work that water into that paint. Look at that. So pretty. 3 minutes. How in the world did that happen? Because we were having fun, I guess. So I think some of our guests are going to be arriving tonight. They're driving from Missouri. And at about 6 o'clock this morning, they told me that they were in Tucumcari, New Mexico. So, it will be interesting. So Jeff and I have so much to do. Oh my God. We have so much to do. So much to do. Yeah, they left in time to beat the storm. Because we had kind of talked about that, you know, it was quite foreboding. Oh, you guys, I'm loving this so much. Yeah, I don't, Peg, the hateness is it's just so foreign to my sensibilities. I don't get it. I don't get it. You know, I mean, I just think You know, I know this is probably very Pollyanna-ish, but I just think, you know what? You don't have to, if you don't like her, you don't have to watch any of the things. You don't have to read any of the things. I mean, they're kind of living their life. I often think, what would their mother say about all of this jazz? Would she have made those boys work it out? I don't know. And I just don't like that they make one couple out to be the best and the other to not. Do you know what I mean? Honestly. So dumb. So dumb. Oh, it's making me so happy. Oh, I got a bleeder. Okay. Now I have this little tiny bit down here to do. And I don't know where I want it to go, but it's going to be gorgeous. Because it'll be fun. Because look at that, you guys. That little bit of red just really kind of brings it all back together. So Melissa, I am using Prima Marketing's Color Confections. And I have a million of their colors, right? So I have a bunch of their sets. Like, and my friend Tessa took all of the colors that I have and made this color chart. And then we put them down in this big palette. So if you go on Corbiere-Scott Designs, under Files, you will find this color chart. And it has the numbers, and on the back, so you can print on the back side, she has each one of the palettes. Oh, me too, Deb. I'll keep checking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so I have 10 of the palettes. So I have Classics, Tropicals, Decadent Pies, Pastel Dreams, Shimmering Lights, Odyssey, Essence, Vintage Pastels, Terrain, and Currents. So so then I just swatched them all here. And I did that because I had a whole bunch of little tins of theirs, like this. And I kept going back to the same ones. And I thought, if I put them all in a big tin like this, a big palette, then I will use more colors. And I do. So, that's where that's all, that's kind of where that stemmed from. And I find myself using way more colors. I keep being drawn back to my faves, but little by little, I'm using those other colors, and that was my goal. So that's good. Oh, we didn't read from the comfort book today, and we're not going to see each other for a whole week, so we got to go. We got to read something today. Oh, but Tuesdays, I went to lunch with some friends, and I talked about this, your value never needs to be justified. We had this big conversation about it. It was so amazing. Okay, 10 things that won't make you happier. Wanting someone to be someone you aren't. Wishing you could undo a past that can't be undone. Taking out your hurt on people who didn't cause your hurt. Trying to distract yourself from pain by doing something that creates more pain. Being unable to forgive yourself. Waiting for people to understand you when they don't even understand themselves. Imagining happiness is the place you reach when you get everything done. Trying to control things in a universe characterized by unpredictability. Avoiding painful memories by resisting a contented present. The belief that you have to be happy. You guys, wasn't that good? That I might even include that on my page. I might even include this on my page. Because holy tamale, aren't these apropos for this season of the year? It's just, oh my gosh. Oh, and look at the next one. Check your emotional armor is actually protecting you and not so heavy you can't move. Oh, mine has been too heavy many times in my life. So with that, I will bid you all adieu and happiest holidays. If you celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas. If you celebrate Hanukkah, Happy Hanukkah. If you celebrate Kwanzaa, Happy Kwanzaa. If you celebrate winter solstice, Happy winter solstice. Whatever you celebrate, I hope that your day is filled with love. Love for self, love for family, love for friends, whatever it is. I just hope that you find peace and love in your day or your season. Remember, Christmas doesn't have to be one day. It can be whenever we want it to be. Whenever whenever we're able. That's the best way to put it, I guess. I adore you all, and I can't wait to talk to you after the new year. Thank you to every single one of you who hang with me, and yes, Merry whatever to you. That's right, Aunt Mer. That's right. Thank you for hanging with me all this year, and I can hardly wait to do it bigger and better next year. What will we create? I adore you all. Thank you so much, and I will see you, I think, January 2nd. But look on January 1st. There's going to be new artwork. Talk to you soon. Bye, everyone.